Hey everybody, David here, and this is another Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition class breakdown tutorial, and this particular tutorial today deals with the Paladin archetype, the Oath of Vengeance. Now the Paladin as a base class is very strong. They have a multitude of things at their disposal, such as spells from spell level 1 to spell level 5. So as you can see, as you get higher in level, you're going to have a whole multitude of spells to choose from. You're also going to get a multitude of class features, such as Divine Sense, Lay on Hands, probably the bread and butter of the Paladin, the Divine Smite. You're going to get 5 ability score improvements. You're also going to get extra attack. You're going to get several auras that will expand in range as you get higher level, and you'll get, at level 3, you will get to choose a sacred oath. And this sacred oath deals with the Oath of Vengeance. Now, the Oath of Vengeance is a solemn commitment to punish those who have committed a grievous sin. When evil forces slaughter helpless villagers, when an entire people turns against the will of the gods, when a thieves' guild grows too violent and powerful, or when a dragon rampages through the countryside, at times like these, Paladins arise and swear an oath of vengeance to set the right that which has gone wrong. To these Paladins, sometimes called Avengers and Dark Knights, their own purity is not as important as delivering justice. So as you can see, this is your stereotypical type of holy, noble Paladin that seeks justice and vengeance on everything that is evil. Now, if you play Oath of Vengeance, you're going to have Tenants of Vengeance that you need to abide by. And the tenets of the Oath of Vengeance vary by Paladin, but all of the tenets revolve around punishing wrongdoers by any means necessary. Paladins who uphold these tenets are willing to sacrifice even their own righteousness to mete out justice upon those who do evil, so the Paladins are often neutral or lawful neutral in alignment. The core principles of the tenets are brutally simple. There's 4 tenets that you have to abide by. The first is fight the greater evil. Faced with a choice of fighting my sworn foes or combating a lesser evil, I choose to fight the greater evil. Your second tenet is no mercy for the wicked. Ordinary foes might win my mercy, but my sworn enemies do not. Your third tenet is by any means necessary. My qualms cannot get in the way of exterminating my foes. And your last tenet that you abide by is restitution. If my foes wreak ruin on the world, it is because I failed to stop them. I must help those harmed by their misdeeds. You can see the Oath of Vengeance is a pretty sweet sounding Paladin, and definitely pretty fun. You can definitely have some fun RPing this out, and your dungeon master will probably have some kind of negative things happen to your character if you're not following these tenets. So if you're letting your sworn enemies get away with things, your DM could have some repercussions for you. So when you choose an oath, this Oath of Vengeance, you will get oath spells like every other Paladin archetype. And your oath spells work like this. When you're a base Paladin, you can cast spells. You are going to get a number of spells you can cast a day in a pool of spells. Now, that formula is basically half your Paladin level plus another modifier, and you can cast those spells. And then at a long rest, you can change those around. If you know that you're going to be fighting more undead, whatnot, you could go more undead based, or if you know that you're going to need more defensive type of spells, maybe some kind of maybe a bless or a shield, you could do that. But your oath spells add on top of that. So as you can see, at level 3 you're going to get Bane and Hunter's Mark. You will never have to memorize those spells because those will always be available to you, and you will not need to put those in your spell pool. Now, take into consideration, you will have to use your spell slots to cast them. The oath spells does not mean that it's a free cast. It does not mean that in any way. It just means that they're just free memorized, but you still have to use your first, second, third, fourth level spell slots to cast those spells. So I just wanted to explain oath spells a little bit for you. So Besides level 3, Bane and Hunter's Mark, at level 5 you're going to get Hold Person and Misty Step. Misty Step is a really nice spell. It allows you to teleport around. Level 9 you will get Haste and Protection from Energy. 13 you'll get Banishment and Dimension Door. And finally at 17 you'll get Hold Monster and Scrying. Wow, Hold Monster is really strong for Oath of Vengeance. So, also, you're, on top of your tenants, on top of your oath spells, you're going to get 4 different class features, with the first one starting at level 3 when you do take Oath of Vengeance. And this is where you get, the Cleric feature, Channel Divinity. And you're going to get 2 different Channel Divinity features that you can use. And the first one is Abjure Enemy. And as an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer of denunciation using your Channel Divinity. You choose one target or one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. That creature must make a Wisdom saving throw against your saving throw DC unless it is immune to being frightened, and then of course it would not be affected by Abjure Enemy. Fiends and Undead have disadvantage on this saving throw when you use this. Really nice. So on a failed saving throw, if it fails the saving throw, the creature will be frightened for 1 minute or 10 rounds in combat, because each round in combat is 6 seconds. Or if the creature takes any damage. While frightened, the creature's speed becomes 0, and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. That's pretty straightforward. Now on a successful save, the creature's speed is halved for 1 minute or 10 rounds, or until the creature takes any damage. So just make sure you just don't give this creature any damage, because if you give it any damage, then Abjure Enemy is gone, and then it can continue to attack you and try to maul your face off or something. So just don't do any damage. Make sure your party members know, you role play that out. Don't, try not to metagame that, but role play it out and, scream out to your party members, do not touch this foul beast. So that would be, fiends and undead, basically. Your second Channel Divinity option is Val of Enmity. This is a very nice Channel Divinity. So as a bonus action, as long as you have one left, you can utter a Val of Enmity against a creature that you can see within 10 feet of you using this Channel Divinity feature. What this Channel Divinity feature gives you, Val of Enmity, you gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or 10 rounds, or until the creature drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious. Val of Enmity is really strong. Basically, it is going to give you advantage on all of your attack rolls against that creature for 10 rounds. There's nothing better than that. And the other class features that you're going to get are going to stack on top of, or give you some other bonuses for Val of Enmity. So that's level 3. You're going to get your 2 options, Abjure Enemy, Abjure Enemy and Val of Enmity. Really nice. So at level 7, you are going to get a class feature called Relentless Revenger. And what Relentless Revenger does is your supernatural focus helps you close off a foe's retreat. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, you can move up to half your speed immediately after the attack and as part of that same reaction. And this movement does not provoke opportunity attacks on you. Really nice. So if the creature tries to get away with you, get away from you, you take your opportunity attack. You have to hit the creature. And when you hit the creature, you move up to half your movement. So if you have a 30 feet movement, you can move 15 feet. And if you move past creatures, you're not going to take that attack of opportunity from the other creatures that you're moving past, because Relentless Avenger, it does not allow that. So Relentless Avenger is really nice. But the thing is, you have to hit with the opportunity attack. Now, you're going to get Soul of Vengeance at level 15. And this is where the authority with which you speak your Val of Enmity gives you greater power over your foe. When a creature under the effect of your Val of Enmity makes an attack, you can use your reaction, as long as you have one, to make a melee weapon attack against that creature if it is within range. So the key is you can make a melee weapon attack as long as it attacks. That's really nice. So it's basically like a free attack of opportunity as long as that creature makes the attack, and it has to be under the effect of your Val of Enmity. Really nice. Soul of Vengeance. Now lastly, you're going to get Avenging Soul. And this you're going to obtain at level 20, and you can assume the form of an angelic avenger. Using your action, you undergo a transformation. For 1 hour, you will gain the following 2 benefits. Read that again. For 1 hour. This is not like the other archetypes for the Paladin, the other oaths. Oath of Protection, also Oath of the Ancients. Those transformations last 1 minute. This lasts for 1 hour. And you gain 2 benefits. The first benefit is wings sprout from your back and grant you a flying speed of 60 feet around or turn. How cool is that? You get to fly. And the second benefit that you get from Avenging Angel is you emanate an aura of menace in a 30-foot radius. The first time, that's the key word, the first time, not every time, but the first time, any enemy creatures enter the aura or starts its turn there during a battle, the creature must make and succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your DC number, or become frightened for 1 minute, and they'll be frightened of you, and they'll be frightened until they take any damage. Now, attack rolls against the frightened creature will also have advantage, so you'll have advantage, but the first time that creature takes any damage, it will not be frightened anymore. So just take that into consideration. And the key word is the first time enemy creature enters the aura or starts its turn. So it can only be affected 1 time. Now, once you use Avenging Angel, you cannot use it again until you finish a long rest. But you can actually fly. That's really cool. So you can fly for 1 hour and scout things out. Really nice. I like it. So there you go, everybody. There is the Oath of Vengeance for the Paladin. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Please feel free to leave a comment down below. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want to try one of these Oath of Vengeance Paladins, please feel free to check out my website at tabletopping.net. There are 840 character sheets for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, every level, every class, every archetype, all on nice 3-page PDFs you can just download, print off, take to your game. Also, down below in the comments section, there will be a link for the Paladins on this tutorial. Thank you guys again. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.